I think everyone's capable of anything. Everyone is capable of leading. Everyone is capable of succeeding. Everyone's capable of being a CEO. Everyone's capable of being a rocket scientist. And that's part of the reason why I don't like this hierarchical system. When I was going through jobs, what I saw is that, for one, management, if they got a whiff, even if they got a small whiff of how capable I was, it made life very difficult for me. Because it's a rat race, right? They see their life in the scope of this career there, and someone walks in that could possibly, ruin everything for them and all their plans. And most of the time, I just stayed out of it because I'm not getting involved in the same fights that people are involved in, the same cutthroat arguments and sleazy way of doing. So it's like, well, I'm in charge because I work to get here. I'm in charge because that I was the best fit for a position. That's not always true. A lot of times it's just people rubbing shoulders with other people, and they get put in that spot because of politics, and that's not how it should be. But honestly, I don't think it should be this way at all. I see some of the smartest people working at the bottom for the same reasons that I would not move up, because I do not want to be involved in the politics and getting there. It wasn't even about people recognizing what I was capable of doing. A lot of times they did recognize what I was capable of doing, and they just people take a lot of pride in having authority over other people, and it's like, how did society become such sociopaths? It's been this way for a long time. I don't know where it started exactly, but that's a human being there. Why should you don't have an absolutely correct scope of things going on? You don't have all the answers. Why should they have to answer to you on that level? Why is their opinion not valid? Why can't they argue with you? And I could be very good at playing that game, but I won't do it, because every action that you take is sourced from something and you become that source. And that's what I'm seeing, is that people are becoming these things that are even being a CEO is a job. You know about certain things. You're able to communicate a certain way, and you do a good job there. But then you have your engineers and your scientists. Yeah, kick them all out, and you don't have a company to run. But why are they not as valuable? Oh, well, yeah, they are valuable. Then why aren't they being shown that in pay? And a lot of times, you know what, they don't care. $125,000 a year, give them a Mercedes, you got a nice big house, they can feed their family, and they get to tinker around and play with their things, and cool. But it really is beside the point. So why aren't they being treated as equals? Why are there billionaires and then the people making $125,000 a year, and the people making $125,000 a year are the ones that are responsible for all the actual science and technical skills for that billionaire to get there? And I don't really have, I'm an entrepreneur. I don't really have an issue with billionaires. I'm not, a socialist. It's not about that. It's about the fact that it's honestly about the fact that they're doing it. So that's one of my biggest motivations for the decentralized business model, because it's about the fact that even if people do not have the skills for leadership, they can get the skills. I'm releasing VR technology that people can learn basically the equivalent of a 6-year degree in about 6 weeks. That's going to be a mobile app. I'm releasing that before I actually do the articles of organization for the decentralized business model. So now no one has anything to argue with, right? You just wear the VR headset, go through the training program, and now people are trapped in like this logical path of how you need to do things. Well, I have to go to Harvard. I can't afford going to Harvard. I didn't have great grades in high school. I have a GED. All these different reasons. And they're not true. And a lot of successful people know that they're not true, and they're looking out for themselves, and they're becoming multimillionaires and multi-billionaires while they have people down at the bottom. And even if you give those people a little bit, sometimes you just give them a mug, they're like, wow, I'm being appreciated. And that, that's excellent. But the fact is you could give them more. So it's like, wow, look at me, look at all that I have. Don't you want to be like me? I mean, I don't know. You may not have stepped on people to get there, but but the one thing that you're not doing is treating people as equals. So you're not helping people come ahead. And I don't agree with it, and I'm a visionary. I have, I make things happen. But still, that's, there's a lot of different things going on in my life that put me in that position to think like that. And if all I have to do is deliver the educational resources and experience to other people to think like that, now they can do it. And why would I leave them there? I mean, look at how far we come. And I'm going to say something that may sound completely insane. It's not. I want to explain why it's not insane first, okay? So I'll start off with where I'm coming from, and then I'll lead to okay, you have these little Sims games, right? These little Sims games where you build your little worlds, you put grass down, you put houses down and stuff, and you have people, and you know what I'm talking about, right? So computer graphics, 3D modeling, we can do a lot more with that. We can represent real world physics. All it takes is more powerful machines or better optimized systems, which I can do that myself. I can optimize the crap out of anything. To get it to a point where you're representing everything that's happening there is an exact representation of what would happen. At a point right now where with computer models we can build worlds. We can say, okay, here's our solar system. Here are the chemicals around the solar system. Here is Mars, for instance. Let's do simulations on using drones, using robots to go across space, automating building things on different planets, automating building, giant, bags and giant hoses on Titan, sending them over to Jupiter, extracting materials, sending over to Mars. So you can create computer models for all of this and represent real world physics and just optimize it in a way where you're not getting down to a molecular level. You're getting, they're big chunks, but the math works. So even without the ability to travel faster than the speed of light, we could make a computer model to terraform Mars, and if it works there, if we can get it to work there, then we can expect that it should work the same way. We can construct an entirely new planet from just the materials alone, right in the Goldilocks zone, right in, alongside Earth, or on the other side of the sun or something like that, or maybe we could build 6 planets with materials that we have in the solar system, so there's a lot that we can do even without traveling faster than the speed of light. But if we can figure out that problem, traveling faster than the speed of light, then everyone can go off and they can have their own planet. How cool would that be? And you just have the computer and the ship and drones, and the drones go out and they put everything together for you, and there you go. There's your own planet. Instead of getting a house, find other solar systems in our galaxy that have gas giants with water, that have planets with nitrogen on them. Pick a star. Press a button, the computer works out all the math and all the details, drones go out and they build the planet for you, and there you go. Now you got we're focused on politics. We're focused on who gets to be first in line, who gets the big piece of chicken. We're focused on all this petty stuff when right now there's so much more possible, and we would have more if we gave more to each other. If you give somebody the knowledge and the wisdom that they need and the experience that they need to achieve greater things, now they can do that for other people. Now everyone can produce a lot more and everyone can have a lot more. And maybe we don't need all that. It doesn't matter. The fact is that that's the better way of doing things in the mathematical model. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm building this decentralized business model. I'm creating services that are so amazing that honestly it should be common sense for businesses to want to subscribe to them. I'm putting them at a really good price. And you know what? If people, just sort of like, well, we're not going to do business with him because he doesn't agree with our hierarchical model of me getting to be in charge and me getting to run the show. So we're even though they're excellent tools, we're not going to use them because we don't like him. Then there are politics I can go to, and there are people that will support it because they support those politics. But honestly, for me, it's not even politics. It's common. People talk about, oh, well, those Democrats, and those socialists, they want to take my stuff. They're going to take my mansion away from me and all this stuff. No, they're not. I'm not a Democrat though. I go and I do things, right? I find a lot of the kind of begging mentality and expecting the government to do things for you, expecting the government to take actions. I don't care what the government does, as long as they're not impeding on people's freedoms. And if they want to put higher taxes on me or do some kind of healthcare program, it doesn't really affect me because I'm charitable anyway, and I can give to charities that I want to support, and now write those taxes off, and then the money is going to things that I want to go to. So I don't really have any problems with anything that the government does. But the way I see things working out is that capitalism is eating itself alive. That's just how it is, because we're competing harder and harder and harder and harder, and the biggest competitive advantage that we have, if not destroying other people, which I don't do, is automation and not needing human labor. And capitalism can't survive. And you can do anything you want. They got cryptocurrency now, and people, can buy and sell on with cryptocurrency, and it's really, I personally think it's pointless. But if you like money, if you like, points and credits, and look how many credits I got. I'm a big man with a lot of credits, so go for it, dude. Go do that. But the fact is, with automation, if you don't actually need people working for you and you're producing a lot of stuff, and you're expecting to sell the stuff, then all the prices are going to drop, and then more taxes are going to be imposed for people to actually go out and buy food and the things they need. But why leave it in the hands of the government to begin with? Why are you going to put everyone in that position? The way I see it, it's inevitable, ultimately, because people are going to compete harder and harder and harder, and we're all getting AI capabilities, we're all getting automation capabilities, and you can't just have homeless people and okay, I'm expecting to automate everything, and I'm going to make billions and billions of dollars without needing human labor, and just all for me. Where's the money coming from? It's coming from people that need to buy your products and services, and they need to have money to be able to buy your products and services. So it's gonna level itself out. I'm personally not leaving in the hands of a vote to enable people's quality of lives. I'm not leaving in the hands of the government to have to step in and say, look, we got a bunch of homeless people. Nobody has jobs. Machines are doing a better job than everyone. We gotta impose higher taxes. We gotta put everyone on kind of a welfare system. But now people's quality of lives are kind of controlled by that. Let's skip all the crap, right? And let's make something that provides equally for everyone to have a great quality. Right? You don't get to vote on who I get to be charitable towards. No one ever gets to vote on that. Who I get to be charitable towards. And what I want to do is build this decentralized business model. What I want to do is give people free education. What I want to do is enable it so people can have a high quality of life, and that's what I'm doing. And I don't need the government to come in and step in and tell me to do that or not, and they can't come in and tell me not to do it. Look what it does. Now I have a competitive advantage, not only in the technologies that I'm providing for people to use. Now I have a competitive advantage of a better place to work. Why would people want to go work at these other jobs when they can come work for elite marketing and the other companies I'm building, and be an owner and have a better quality of life and be in charge and be able to make the decisions on their own. They're the boss. You know, no one. There's no ladders to go through. As soon as you enter the company, you're the boss. You're making. You know, I don't care what politics you support. If you're Republican or Democrat, it doesn't matter. When you walk into a place and you're treated with respect, you're given everything that you need to succeed. You're given the ability to make your own decisions. You know, you can start a subsidiary if you want, have your own brands, have your own shop, and you don't have to worry about so much that you know, if you're not doing a great job, that you're just going to fail, and you have other people around you that are supporting you and succeeding and supporting everyone in succeeding. That's something that is just a better thing. That's what people are being offered. Is your company offering that? No, they're going to come work for us. This was always available. This was available without automation. This could have been done anytime throughout the entire history of civilization. This could have been done, and it gives everyone more. Everyone has more. Everyone gains more because they're wiser. They're able to produce more on their own. They're able to provide more for other people, and the what is being given to them supports. You know what? That. I don't care what people do. Right? This is what I'm doing. This is what it's going to result to. People leaving the jobs where they are not being given these things and coming working with us. And I would encourage everyone to do it because it's better. Thank you for watching.